Hello everyone. In this video, we will walk through ODBC connectivity in OneStream, focusing on how to architect direct database connections without relying on file-based integrations. The goal of this video is to help you understand why ODBC exists, how it works within the OneStream ecosystem, and how it should be used responsibly. Here is an overview of what we will cover today. We'll start with the business drivers for ODBC, move into the OneStream connectivity architecture, review prerequisites, and then work step by step through configuration, execution, and best practice guidance. ODBC, or Open Database Connectivity, is a standardized interface that allows application to communicate with relational databases, regardless of the underlying vendor or platform. In OneStream, ODBC serves as the foundation for direct database access to systems such as Oracle EBS, SQL Server, SAP, or DB2. ODBC connectivity in OneStream eliminates the need for file creation entirely. It enables data to be pulled directly from the source of record, supports on-demand execution through workflows, and allows drill back to source system without loading transaction level detail. Most importantly, it builds trust through automation and reduces manual touchpoints. Within OneStream, ODBC is a connectivity mechanism, not a standalone data management feature. OneStream executes SQL directly against external databases during workflow execution. No CSV or text files are required, and data is pulled in a controlled, auditable manner. However, ODBC is not a magic solution. It requires proper drivers, credentials, and network access to function correctly. This slide illustrates the high-level architecture. SQL execution is handled by the connector BR, which runs during workflow execution. Each layer in the stack has a clearly defined responsibility, ensuring clean separation between connectivity, execution logic, and orchestration. Before configuration begins, several prerequisites must be in place. These include installing 64-bit ODBC or OLEDB drivers, verifying network connectivity, securing valid database credentials, configuring the Smart Integration Connector for cloud deployments, and completing Oracle TNS setup if applicable. In real projects, ODBC failures are rarely caused by SQL. They're caused by missing drivers, network blocks, or misconfigured credentials. External database connections are configured at the application server level, not within application metadata. This approach centralizes connection management. It avoids hard-coding credentials and allows reuse across connectors, dashboards, and reports. The first step is to open the OneStream server configuration utility on the application server. This is the central location where all external database connectivity is managed. Launching the utility opens the OneStream Accept Database Configuration scheme. This interface is used to manage framework and application database connections for the OneStream platform. From the database configuration interface, select Add Database Connection. This step registers a new external database so that OneStream can access it. Next, we configure the database provider, server name, and authentication method. Select the appropriate database, validate the connection, and confirm the setup. Once completed, the database is officially registered with OneStream. After configuration, the database appears under Database Server Connections. This list represents all databases accessible to the OneStream application server. Each database connection is assigned a logical system name. This name is referenced later by connector VRs, dashboards, and reports, allowing business rules to remain decoupled from physical database details. If required, right-click the database and select Upgrade Database Version. This ensures compatibility with the current OneStream release and prevents runtime issues during execution. Once the upgrade completes, a confirmation message is displayed. This confirms the database is fully compatible with the current OneStream version. Benefits of upgrade are: it ensures application and framework databases remain compatible with the current OneStream version. It also prevents runtime issues during connector and ODBC execution. The connector business rule is the core execution layer for ODBC connectivity. This is where OneStream executes SQL against external databases and acts as a primary link between OneStream and ODBC or OLEDB data sources. Now, navigate to Application, then Tools, and then Business Rules, and select Create Business Rule. This begins the process of defining the external data connectivity logic. Then set the integration type to connector. This integration type is specifically designed for direct external database access using ODBC or OLEDB. Three core functions are required in every connector business rule. The first is get connection string. It identifies the external database connections. Second, get field list SQL. It defines the return fields and their order. Third, get data SQL. This executes the data retrieval SQL. Alright, now we zoom into the first of the three required functions inside the connector BR, get connection string. This is a very simple but critical one. Its only job is to tell OneStream to use this specific external database connection that we already set up on the server. For example, if we named our connection EBS, this function just returns that. Moving to the second function, get field list SQL. This one defines exactly what columns will come back from your SQL query and in what order. The column order and the number here must match exactly what you will return in get data SQL. If they don't match, mapping breaks silently. So keep them identical. Now the third and the most important function is get data SQL. This is where the real work happens. This function returns the SQL select statement that pulls the data you need from the external database. It must return the same columns in the same order as get field list SQL. Once defined, save and compile the connector business rule. This validates syntax, SQL accuracy, and ensures the rule is ready for execution. Now, the connector data source is responsible for loading data retrieved by the connector business rule into OneStream cubes. It maps returned fields to OneStream dimensions and controls where the data is loaded. Now, create a new data source, specify the target cube and scenario, then link the connector business rule, and then save and apply the dimension mappings. Fields returned by the SQL query automatically populate and are mapped accordingly. Then apply selections for OneStream dimensions. Fields are assigned to the respective dimensions. Transformation rules are used only when the source values must be aligned to OneStream members. In most ODBC integrations, transformations are minimal, with mask mappings commonly used for pass-through scenarios. Now that our connector business rule and data source are set up, We need to tie it all into a workflow profile. They organize the data load process and link data sources and transformation profiles. Now let's look at the data load in action. From the One Place tab, select the configured workflow and expand the required reporting period. Then select the import step. This is where the ODBC integration is executed. Within the import step, click Load and Transform. Notice there is no file selection prompt, confirming that this is a direct ODBC load. OneStream executes the connector business rule and pulls data live from the source system based on the workflow context. The retrieved data is loaded into the stage area where transformation rules are applied. Next, run validate to check mappings, members, and data integrity. Any issues are highlighted before data is committed to the queue. Finally, click Load Cube to push the validated data into the analytic queue. Once the load completes successfully, the data is available for consolidation, reporting, and analysis. While powerful, ODBC is not always the right choice. It should be avoided when data volumes are extremely high, network latency is unpredictable, or source systems are sensitive during flows. ODBC connectivity in OneStream is a precision tool. If used correctly, it simplifies architecture, improves trust, and enables drillback. When used carelessly, it introduces performance and governance risk. The key to success is architectural discipline over convenience. Thank you for your time. This concludes our walkthrough of ODBC connectivity in OneStream.